Here I have the Surfcasting Pulley rig range from Bite Fishing Tackle, and they are available for purchase from Last Cast Bait and Tackle, and the link is in the description. We stock them in 4 different colors. You have the dotted blue one, the pink, dotted green and orange, and the red snake. I get a lot of people asking me what is the pulley rig and how does it work. So let's open one up and show you. On the back here you can see exactly what this setup looks like. You have your sinker down the bottom, your impact shield. This is called the backbone, goes up to a swivel. That swivel goes back to your main line. The swivel goes through another stopper swivel, and then from that stopper swivel you have a clip, and then your trace with some floats on it to your hook and your bait. Included in this package you get 2 traces, so that's the trace section with the floats and the hook. You have 2 of those, so you can swap out baits. So this is one of the trace sections. You have a keeper hook and a main hook. Then you have your float section. It has stoppers on both ends, so you can slide this up and down to where you prefer to have them. And you have a snap swivel at the other end. For the backbone section you have your impact shield and also your sinker clip. So your sinker will just clip onto this section here. You have your impact shield, and if you can see closely there's a mono running through with a bead, and then when this impacts, this is what helps push the hook out. Then up the trace you have 2 beads, and in between the 2 beads there's a swivel. On the other end you have a swivel. So I'll show you how this all fits together. You attach your main line to this swivel in between the 2 beads. That'll go back to your rod. The swivel at the end, this is where you would attach your trace clip to. One thing to note is to make sure that when you're hooking your main hook, to go in front of that line and not through the back of it, because if it's through the back it will not release. You have to make sure to have it on the front of it, so in that case when it impacts it actually pushes the hook out. One of the advantages of the pulley rig is because your bait sits right above your sinker, all the weight of this rig is right at the tip, so that gives you better control over your cast, and it also gives you more distance. With your sand grab sinker engaged in the sand and your main line tight, that leaves your tracing to float up in the current for fish to grab. Once the fish grabs your bait and disengage your sinker, the pulley effect starts taking place. It pulls up the sinker up and out the way of any snags, and you're fighting your fish on the other side.